Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Shadowrun Dragonfall. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as I cast a very, very powerful spell on Edie, which is the +1 action point over here, because it allows me to disable everybody, really. That's the point of this. And I don't even need to put my legs to work. Hopefully I won't need anyway. That's a miss. That's very unfortunate. Okay, that's a critical for -5. That's pretty good. That is a critical for -4. That is fantastic. And that's another critical for -4. So, really, really nice. Really, really nice. So, you come out of your cover. Wait. Oh, no, you need to go into control mode. And also, I'm going to need to repair you a little bit, but we're going to worry about it in a little bit. That's a miss on a 63. Very unfortunate. Don't you have, like, a thing for that? Yeah, drone repair. Go for it. Nice. And then... Electro Core. Doesn't that do action point damage? As it turns out, it did some damage. And she's sleeping. This is good news. That's a miss. That is absolute destruction of everybody. And we're going to go ahead and take 2 shots. 1. 2. 1 a critical in the second one. Hey! I forgot. Oh, you're going to go to sleep. Although you're... 2 attacks? How dare you do this? Trithemius, come here. Do you not get... There it is. -2. Yeah, I know, but, you know, it's your own fault. Let's get a heal in here. 4. That's not very good. Can you not get the other heal? No, you don't have those. Okay. Yeah, I'll worry about that a little bit. So you're still stinky, but that's just a side effect of life. Don't worry about it. That's -3. That's pretty decent. Oh, and he's out. Okay, so that guy needs to die. Okay, a girl, sorry. No shots over here. I don't understand that spell. Or that ability. Yeah, very low to hit chances. I didn't expect much. And Iger can take a shot there. It's a little bit of a waste. Let's get a shotgun. It's a flanked shot. That is -2 action points for good measure. A wide load. Let's go with a narrow one. And you're probably gonna die. Let's just kill you over here. Did anybody bring healing kits? Yes. There we go. Not too bad. Can you get another rabbit? You cannot. Oh, you have another healing kit. This is good news. Good. Now you die, please. -3. Death. And kill Trithemius completed. And kill everybody, in fact, completed. Which allows me to get their amulets. I still don't know what the amulets are for. It might be like a count. It might be the reason... Oh, we got Trithemius' amulet. Or key, rather. Also the amulet. Yeah, he never even offered... maybe I could have asked. I didn't actually check. He never offered to give me the amulet. I remember how I said it was going to be... We get the amulet and pretend that he's dead. That didn't transpire. So it's just one of those things. So, spells? No. We got a elevator power... What? Power coupling, sure. And some spells. And a fetish back here. Flamethrower 3, that's an item. But that's not an actual flamethrower. It's a spell called Flamethrower. Level 3 because it's good. Because otherwise it would be level 2 or 1. Medical supplies and whatnot. There is a lot of supplies in here. Wow. Got some cram. Some money. A little bit too late, to be fair. Because the... Because I needed it before. I had to sell a sniper rifle. I basically wasted like a bunch. 3,000 or something. But then again, money is not the issue. At least I don't think it is. Yeah. Yeah, also we're just getting so much stuff anyway. So, the game really wants us to be prepared for the final battle, which I think is going to happen after this mission. We're probably never going to go back to the Cruise Bazaar. They're going to need to rebuild, and it's this whole thing, so... Yeah, the dancer is never going to say thank you or anything to us because we gave her all of the... Yeah, ground floor. We gave her all of the money, all the time. Okay, so maybe I'm going to be able to tell you about what happened. No. Unfortunate. Maybe he said something. I didn't actually read it. But I didn't say anything, so front exit. 12 Magnificer amulets, including the 13th, which is just Trithemia's amulet. Hey, what's up? And that's probably what happens if I kill them. I get that stuff. Ulrich fixes you with a wary eye. Yeah? You need something else? I've got a few Magnificer trinkets to sell. Excellent. 12 amulets means 2,400 nuyen in your pocket. Here you are. Payment in full. That's what it is. Trithemius won't be a problem for you anymore. Here's his amulet. Ulrich accepts the amulet with a smile. Ha! Nice work, friend. He raises the jewel high above his head and then hurls it to the ground. It explodes into spray of dull, glassy shards across the concrete. Ulrich favors you with an ugly smile and then reaches into his pocket and fishes out a badly scuffed control chip. He hands it to you. Well, I'm a man of my word. Here's the control chip for the elevator. You slot this into the elevator terminal and you'll be good to go. Oh, and you'll also need to plug in the power coupling that Uri stole. You did grab that, right? I'd imagine it's still up there somewhere if you didn't. Oh yeah, Ulrich holds a hand up and shakes his head. Whatever, it's not my problem. I've got bigger things to worry about. Besides which, you've got the chip. I've held up my end. Without warning, or without waiting for a response, Ulrich takes a step back and then turns his head to shout at the toughs. Off camera, I was thinking about this word because I remembered it, saying it and being like, is that even a word? It is, it's tough. But I suppose that's not a name for thug. Anyway, he shouts at the toughs behind him. Listen up, boys. Our friend here just taught Wizard Boy a permanent lesson about messing with the outer beaters. A chorus of cheers erupts from the assorted gangers assembled behind Ulrich. So gear up, because we've got a goddamn building to take back. Good luck. Just don't make the spirits come up and all that, because otherwise other people are gonna ask me to kill you, and I will kill you. Because that's mostly the reason of how I do things. People ask. I'm a Shadowrunner, so you know how it goes. So we got an elevator over here. We got all the bits. This elevator appears to be offline. Yes, I'm gonna repair the elevator. You easily pry the metal casing away from the wall, exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. When you slot the control chip and the power coupling into place, the system immediately hums to life. The control panel's LCD screen flickers, cycling through a variety of symbols before finally displaying the word, quote, online, unquote, in warm green letters. What? How are they warm if they're green? Or do you mean that it's a warm green? Because I could see that happening. Yeah, maybe. Because because warm, that's a figurative, it's a figure of speech, you know what I mean? It's like warm colors and cold colors. The colors aren't really warm or cold, it's just how we associate, as a cultural thing, we associate warmness with red colors and yellow and orange and brown, and cold with blue and green. And it's just a figure of speech. And, like, this doesn't work in our society is what I'm saying. But either way, the colors are green and the letters are warm and they're green. So we're leaving with 2,600 nuyen in our pocket. The elevator rumbles and clanks its way downward into the guts of the old Seder Krupp development lab. 18 years ago, this place and the project that was being developed here disappeared from the record books. Thanks to Alice, you are one of the few people alive today who understand why. Alice was clear about one thing. You are here because Apex wants you to be. If the AI hadn't wanted her to trace it here, she'd have wound up as dead as Monica. For better or worse, you're here at Apex's invitation. The elevator grinds to a halt. The doors slide open, and your nostrils are assaulted by 18 years' worth of stale air. Apex and the kill switch that will deactivate it await. And look at that. Dashes being used in lieu of comas, but properly. Because it's, it's poetic and it's nice. And yeah, it's good. Also, it's an exception, even though this particular text has another occurrence of dashes up there, but those are also being used properly. I'm saying that because I play other games that sometimes use dashes as commas, and it just drives me up the wall, and I'm like, my god, use the freaking correct punctuation. You're supposed to be good at writing. And yes, if you're writing a video game, you're supposed to be good at writing. Either way, these are we know that. This must be the old server facility. Apex's access terminal should be down here somewhere, says Blitz. Thank you. Okay, so is Max okay? I think everything is all right. Yeah, this feels relatively. Let's hug the left wall here as we enter anyway. Relatively straightforward. We got our very well-known soundtrack so far. I'm gonna say that this is symmetrical. It is not symmetrical. I was gonna think that that place was gonna lead nowhere, but that is not the case. We got a clipboard over here. Amidst the collected detritus of many years of neglect, you find an old-fashioned clipboard with a keycard attached. Yes, I'm gonna take the keycard. As you unclip the keycard, you notice the heading on the top of the page of the clipboard. Quote, Project Apex Shutdown Procedures, unquote. Blitz raises an eyebrow. Well, that's convenient. You flip through several pages of escalating containment procedures, as well as guidelines on when each procedure should be used. Finally, you find what you've been looking for, quote, Emergency AI Shutdown and Purge, unquote. It reads, This procedure is to be used only in the event of a complete loss of system control and should be considered only as a last resort. In the event of a loss of system software control, the Apex Artificial Intelligence project has been designed with an inbuilt hardware shutdown and purge protocol. The emergency system shutdown is controlled from two separate terminals just off the AI interface terminal. Both switches must be engaged to begin the purge process. Once the purge is underway, it will take several minutes to complete. After the purge has completed, a final deletion command must be input into the AI interface terminal in order to complete the deletion process. This will act as a final preventative measure against the unintentional deletion of the project. Warning. Once the purge process has completed and the final deletion command has been entered, the AI will be irrevocably deleted from all active and backup system memory. Restoration of project files will not be possible. Furthermore, it is not possible to begin the purge process without the AI becoming aware of the modifications to its codebase. Yeah, I was figuring that whole process was going to be punctuated by us fighting a bunch in the middle of the whole thing. And obviously the game is pointing that out. Apex has been programmed to take no action to intervene. However, should its control sequences become damaged, in all likelihood it will attempt to resist. Should this occur, it is imperative that the AI interface terminal be protected until the deletion process has been completed. If the interface terminal is destroyed before the final deletion command is entered, the purge will not complete, and the AI will quickly restore itself. You got all that, boss? Asks Dittrick. I did not. I did not, because I'm trying to make sure that my words are perceptible and that people listening and watching can enjoy the Let's Play. And so I basically half pay attention to all the things, absolutely all the things that I read in the game, in any game really. I'm half paying attention. The other half is me trying to do a good job. But I'm not gonna reread. It's fine. Actually, not really. Could you break it down for me? Yeah, Chief. Simple enough. To kill the AI, we're gonna have to flip two switches. Wait a few minutes, then push a button. I got that. Yeah. Oh, and we'll need to protect the terminal that the button is set into. Yes, I also got that. It all seems pretty simple, and the best part is we won't even need to jack into the Matrix to do it. That might be the reason why the game let me come here without you, Blitz. Even though it probably was gonna be difficult without him. Flip two switches, wait, punch a button. Got it. The mission item added. Apex Shutdown and Purge notes. Oh, that door is now open. And I have hiccups, but we knew that. This was open already. Caution. Restricted area, security room. In English. Also, the letters are all weird. Whoever photoshopped this doesn't know how to work Photoshop. It's probably because it was the Illustrator. Well, actually, illustrators know how to work that. I say Photoshop, but any software will do. That's actually not incorrect. It's just that all the fonts are italicized, and you can see that by the R. The R itself should be vertical on this axis, and it isn't. It's like this. And if you've ever tried to do this in Photoshop or in any image editing software, if you try to like skew letters, you're gonna see the problem that happens. And this is the problem: is the letters become all weird. And if you're an illustrator, I keep saying illustrator. If you're an illustrator, you probably know how to do that. If you're a drawer, like a person who draws more than anything, a painter, an artist, you might not know how that works very well because you don't need to use that function or those features very often. You probably will be able to tell the same thing that I'm telling, and it doesn't look too bad. It's just that I have an eye for it because I do work with Photoshop. I'm not an illustrator, but I do that every once in a while. And I am a nitpicky bastard. This safe is locked. Ask my decker to bypass it. I said bypass, not turn it into a different safe. We have a pistol. This game really, really wants us to have all the things. I really wish I had that, though. Freaking hell, give me that, give me that. God damn it. Can I press space? Enter? Oh my god. Seriously, I want that over there. But I can't. It's just impossible. Isn't that weird? That is weird. I don't know. I don't understand what the interface here is trying to do. I think what's missing the most out of the interface is the mouse hover effect being a little bit more responsive, I think? Because look at it. It's responsive, yes, but also less subtle. Because it just makes this particular screen look very unresponsive, and then I click on a bunch of things and it feels super bad. That screen feels bad. In fact, well, I know why it is like that. This game was designed for tablets. It's designed for a touchscreen first and foremost, and so mouse over effects don't really take precedence in the interface design. And when you're designing an interface for touch, well, I know exactly. I sympathize with the UI designers in the mouse over department. Anyway, we have a I don't like that. That is an East Turret 1. I don't like East Turret 1s. I like other turrets that are other numbers in other places, and not turrets. Fighting situation here. Everything is locked. We're definitely gonna have to fight, aren't we? Which turret is that one? It's a turret. I think we're gonna be fine. I mean, of course we're gonna be fine. Can I sneak? It looks like I am not being attacked right now. It could be because of the range. It could also be because they're just disabled. They are indeed disabled. I see. I see what we're going for right now. So we are going to go into the Matrix, most likely, and take the turrets. As you step into the room, the lights begin to flicker and dim. One by one, they wink out, and the room is swallowed in darkness. Blitz calls out, his voice wavering. Uh-oh. Not sure I like the looks of this, Chief. You hear the sounds of movement, quiet footsteps on the tile. Iger's voice comes out in a soft whisper. Could be nothing. Or it might mean that Apex knows we're here. Stay alert, people. Suddenly, an enormous screen mounted in the wall opposite you comes to life. The light stabs your eyes, leaving you wincing. The image on the screen dims, coalesces, and a figure begins to take shape. What? No. No, it's not her. It could be her. Do we have Matrix ghosts in this game? I don't remember that. Yeah, but if you've forgotten who Monica is, she's the leader of the team at the very beginning of the game. The larger-than-life image of Monica Schaefer smiles down on you, her cheeks dimpling. Hello, Edie. Monica leans forward, and her image grows larger on the screen. Her voice is soft and musical, just as you remember it. It's lovely to see you again, Ace. I was hoping we'd get this chance to talk. I watched Monica die. You can't be her. Monica's grin shifts into a slight frown. She fidgets, an expression of concern on her face. This must be confusing to you, Ace. I'm sorry about that. But if you'll show a little patience, I promise that all of your questions will be answered. She pauses for a moment, examining you. You know, Edie, it's wonderful to see how you've grown in my absence. I knew that you could handle yourself in a crisis. In fact, I originally brought you on board as a contingency plan. Did you know that? You were my ace in the hole, just in case something like this happened. She lets us loose a short musical laugh. Well, maybe not exactly like this, but you get the idea. Dietrich shakes his head. Nah, whatever this thing is, it sure as hell ain't Monica. Iger's grip tightens on the butt of her rifle. Don't listen to it, Edie. That isn't Monica. It can't be. Monica's pixie grin softens into a concerned frown. I understand your reaction, Iger. I really do. This must be difficult for you to understand. Yeah, you can't be Monica here. Monica's dead. Monica shifts her gaze to you. After a moment, she shrugs and offers you an apologetic half-smile. All right, fine. You've caught me, Ace. I'm not Monica. But the best parts of her do live on in me. Bullshit. This thing is lying to us, Edie. Abrasive as ever, she sighs. I promise you, Iger, I'm not lying. Monica, your Monica, is a part of me. I can prove it to you, if you want. Iger bristles. Tell me you're not listening to this, Edie. This thing is Apex. That's the only thing it can be. Yeah, Iger's right. This charade has gone on long enough. Wait a minute. What's the other options? I want to go with that, but... yeah, I do want to go with that, yeah. The Monica image shakes its head. I can see that you're both out of your depth. Yes, I am Apex, but I'm also Monica. Everything that is left of her lives on in me. The Monica image raises a hand. Now, before you can jump all over me and call me a monster. I'm going to cut to the chase. I have a proposal for you. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Go along with me on this, and we all win. A deal with the devil? Thanks, but I'll pass. Devil? Please, I'm trying to be reasonable with you. If you want to blame someone for my past actions, go talk to my programmers. The Monica image shakes its head. All of this melodrama, I had expected more from you, Edie. I'd love to talk to your programmers, Apex, but I can't, because you killed them. Again, not my fault. I don't have the luxury of refusing to obey a command. A frown crosses the Monica image's face. Is the death of Monica Schaefer coloring your judgment? If so, I'm sorry. Are you trying to tell us that you regret killing that girl? Because I'm not buying it. The Monica image looks taken aback, confused. Regret Monica's death? No, never. That wasn't what I meant. I regret your sorrow, nothing more. The image takes a moment to study you, and frowning. You don't understand, and I can see now that you never will. This is a lost cause. I should have known that from the... I'm misreading this entire line. Why? Why? Yeah, sometimes it happens. Either way. What she means to say is, you don't understand, and I can see now that you never will. This is a lost cause. I should have known that from the start. So let's just cut to the chase. Shall we? It's the second time she says that as well. She must be a very big fan of movies. She says, I promise a simple exchange of services. You want to get back into the Harebrained Manor, yes? Well, I'd like nothing better than to help you. But I'm still shackled to my control subroutines, and I can't violate their commands. If you were to help me neutralize those subroutines, though, well, then I'd be free, and I could do whatever I pleased. That includes helping you, Ace, and believe me, you will need my help. What you saw back when all of this started, that was just the tip of the iceberg. The security they have assembled there is quite beyond you. Yeah, but I also killed the troll, and the game didn't let me kill him. And, I remember. Yeah, you killed Monica, and I'm going to kill you. End of story. The Monica image shakes its head, a mournful expression on its face. Oh, Ace, I really wish that you hadn't said that. Without warning, the Monica image begins to change. Her porcelain flesh begins to ripple and writhe, and the screen explodes into static. A moment later, the image clears. Something cold and mechanical fills your vision. The lines that make up the Apex avatar shimmer and pulse with a cool blue line, each according to its own rhythm. Occasional bursts of static plume out into the background, disintegrating into organic wisps of blue and white pixels. Taken as a whole, the image looks like it's crawling on the screen. Good God, says Dietrich. That's what Alice saw in the Matrix. That's Apex, says Max. Such a disappointment, such a waste. I had hoped that you would be my salvation. Instead, you will be my prey. Run, little orc. Run and die, says Apex. That was kind of cute. Thank you for calling me a little orc. I like it a lot. The communion is life, says that person over there. Is it? You guys are gonna help me? Because you're gonna die if you do. Oh, no, not all. AI interface terminal. Health. So are we supposed to kill the interface terminals? Oh, no, we're supposed to go over there. I should have opened the doors as well. You see the problem here? Yeah, I opened some doors, but not all doors. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so let's fight this fight in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Shadowrun Dragonfall. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.